Hey guys, happy Thursday. Welcome. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. We are here for our bi-weekly live. Lori and Morris will be joining me in just a second. We are going to be talking about mental health today, which is a topic that sometimes has been taboo, especially in the African American community, mental health, going to counseling. But we're going to sit here and talk about that this evening. And I am just waiting to bring them up on camera. And they will be here in just
Can
a
you see me?
second.
Okay.
Yep, I see you. Just waiting on Morris.
All right. I'm gonna add. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna send out some requests real quick.
Yes. So this is something, this is our Home in 30-Day group. And every other Thursday we go live. And then the opposite Thursday we host a 30-minute Zoom call in which we talk about a variety of topics. This once started as us talking about home buying, which we still do, but we've also incorporated other life discussions. So just waiting.
Send out some requests. I'll send out some more. Just a second.
All right. So we're all here. We're not big face. Good job.
I love it. We live and learn. We live and learn. So
Yes. So I was just telling everyone tonight our topic is going to be, we'll be talking about mental health. This is our Home in 30-Day group of Morris, Lori, and myself of the Morris Wyatt home selling team. We get on here every other Thursday and just talk about, things going on in life. It started off as like a home buying seminar, so home buying group, but we've kind of expanded to other areas of life. So.
Yep, yep. And one of the things that I want to say in regards to that is all of this stems back to preparing for home ownership, because that's what the group is for. It's a safe space for potential home buyers and sellers to go for information that they won't feel pressured, right? And so what we like to do is make it an environment where we talk about a lot of different topics that all still relate in some form or fashion to home ownership. So we spoke about physical health, how important that is when it comes to everything from as simple as decision making to just enjoying life, living to the fullest. We did financial health, where we're looking at ways that we can improve our financial situation. Even if you're not necessarily making more, how can you save more? How can you budget better? Those kind of things. So now we're taking it to mental health. So, and that's important because it leads to the topic of home ownership as well, because you need to be in a sound mind going through this process. I think a lot of us, like Benjamin just said, it's kind of taboo. Like, you don't talk about it because people might think you're supposed to be crazy or in the psychic house or something like that. But that's not true. Like, a lot of us go through seasonal, maybe form of depression or different moods and things like that based on different things, seasons, events, holidays, experiences, things like that. So what we want to do is just kind of have a conversation around that. Next week, we're going to bring in a guest. She's been a mental health counselor for over 20 years, and we're going to bring her in to give us some tips. So next week, please join. Our group is called Home in 30 Days. It's on Facebook. I'll put the link in the chat in a few. I got to go find the link. I'll put it in the chat. But join our group, okay? It's a no pressure group. All we're doing is educating you, getting you prepared for someday either buying or selling your home. And so it's a space where you can come, ask your questions, get information, and be prepared. All right. So that's what I wanted to share. And I'll drop the link for Home in 30 Days. Search for that group on Facebook. Join the group. And I'll put the link in the chat.
Mm-hmm. So before we get started, I just wanted to share a couple facts about mental health, that 5% of adults suffer from depression globally. And then also more women are affected by depression than men. So those are just two quick little facts to put out there before we get started.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good to know. And then the society that we live in, like, I think with COVID, that triggered a lot of people too. You know, when COVID happened, it just made people fearful, made them depressed.
Stuck in
And
the house, you can't socialize.
yeah,
I feel like as humans, we're meant
yeah,
for human
yeah,
interaction. We're meant to be
yeah.
around other people. So we're
Mm-hmm,
isolated in the house.
mm-hmm.
You can't see nobody.
Correct.
So I can really see where that took
Yeah,
a big toll on people's mental health during that period of
yeah.
time.
Because my daughter is a social butterfly, and she really got depressed, and everybody in the house was going out the house but her. And they gave them so much schoolwork, like she was on the computer all day. And I remember coming home one day and she was just on the floor, just wailing on the floor. And she's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. And because she was in cheering, she was in on the drum line. She was like doing all this stuff that she just liked to be out around people. Even now, she registered for school and she was like, I'm going into class. I'm not doing online. I want to go into class. So it does affect people in different ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the ways of why mental health matters. Um, you know, why does it matter?
Yeah.
It matters
I
a
think,
lot. I mean, your mental health can lead to, depression. Depression can lead to suicide. So it's really important that when you recognize yourself going down the road of depression, that you seek and get help. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's that saying that check on your friends. You never know
Mm-hmm.
what the other person's going through. You don't know what your friends are going through. And sometimes they say the happiest people are the ones that are really depressed. So
Mm-hmm.
or the strongest person. So you think this person's strong, they're good, but the strongest person needs to be checked on from time to time as well.
Exactly. Exactly. And that is so true. Because I consider myself a strong person, but when you go through so much, sometimes you just need somebody. So I do appreciate like those people who are in my life that reach out to me. And I know Missy's done it, a few times, and she's just like, girl, you're gonna be good,
Mm-hmm.
good girl. Like just speak life into me. And so I do appreciate that. So yeah, your people who you feel like they're happy, they help everybody else. Yeah, just send them a kind word every now and then and just say, I appreciate you. I love you. You're gonna be fine. Take them
Mm-hmm.
out, go eat lunch, do something.
yeah. And then you have seasonal things that come up too. Meaning,
Mm-hmm.
if holidays bring back memories
Mm-hmm.
or even stress, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like those kind of things can trigger you to feel depressed or anxious or you know what I'm saying, or burnout. So it could be one of those things where it's not like you're suffering from a mental issue or depression, but it's one of those things where it could pop up at any time in your life. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And
Mm-hmm.
so one of the things that we want to just bring forward is awareness. I remember at one time in my life, just a personal story, and I'll share. This was over 10 years ago, but I can remember I went through some months of just feeling, it kind of felt like a cloud was over my head every day. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It just kind of felt like I was worrying every day and just
Mm-hmm.
kind of, I couldn't get out of a certain like just zone. It's hard to explain. People that have experienced it know what I'm saying, but it's hard to explain. But it was kind of one of those things when I went to see the doctor because I knew it wasn't normal, and she diagnosed it based on the tests that they ran as it was a seasonal thing. So it was one of those things that I went through that period. I haven't experienced it again, been over 10 years ago, but that's just an example of how something can be seasonal, pop up in your life for whatever that reason is, and you handle it. So just bringing awareness to that too.
Mm-hmm.
I know like some of the things to look out for. You know I spoke about the anxiety, stress, depression,
Mm-hmm.
burnout, feeling overwhelmed. Is there anything else like that signs of
Well,
Yeah,
that
sometimes
people
people
should look
become
out for?
withdrawn. They tend
mm,
to, stay to themselves or maybe not as social as they once were. Irritability is another, symptom of it. So
mm-hmm.
if you notice
Fatigue.
that,
I remember feeling tired. I remember feeling like I just kind of wanted to sleep a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah, lack of
So
doing the things that you once loved
motivation.
doing, like now you
Yeah.
have no desire to do those things at all.
yep. Yeah, so people in that's watching the live right now, I know we on a sensitive topic, but just put a 1 in the comments if you or somebody have experienced some form of mental health. And we're talking about depression because we're kind of like on the lighter side of mental health. Like we don't want to talk about schizophrenia and things like that because we're going to leave that for the professional next week. We're just kind
Mm-hmm.
of talking about life experiences of what we have either personally experienced or can speak on through somebody we may know or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So that's kind of like why we're staying light. We're not trying to be doctors in here, but we just sharing experiences and telling you all, showing you all like what signs to look out for that may help you all or help your family.
Hmm.
You know.
One thing I want to share with people is check with your job for a resource. I know I
Mm-hmm.
work at the hospital as well, and they have a program called EAP where you and anyone who lives in your household is able to get 10 free counseling sessions. And then if you need more sessions outside of that, a lot of times your insurance will cover that. Like this mental health, y'all, is so big right
It
now.
is.
Like insurances
Yeah.
are covering this.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to call and get the information, and you may have to pay a copay, but what's a $15-$20 copay? And I'll share my story. I've been through a lot of different changes in my life in the past 2 years, and I was one of those people like, I don't need counseling. I tried it once. I did like telehealth counseling, and I never went back. I was like, oh, I don't need that. And I got to a point where I just felt overwhelmed one day. And I said, you know what? It's time. So I called, and I have no regrets. I look forward to every week talking to my counselor. He's been so great to help me just process things. And it's crazy because I went in there for things that I'm dealing with now. But then as you start to talk through it and work through it, you realize that you
Mm-hmm.
still have situations and trauma and hurt and things like that from your
Mm-hmm.
past that you never really dealt with. And it manifests itself in your current life. So these things have to be dealt with because, like he said, you're just going to pile on and pile on and pile on and pile on. And one day you're either going to explode or you're going to implode. Those are the only two options. So I wholeheartedly recommend, if you're able to look into it. It's confidential, so whatever you talk to your counselor about, they sign an oath. They're not allowed to discuss your case unless it's something like you've committed a crime, you've murdered somebody, or you did something really crazy. Then
Mm-hmm.
they have to alert the authorities. But everything you talk to them about is confidential.
Yeah. And let me just say something for the men, because I know us men how we are, right? We ain't trying to walk in the crazy house. we act like we don't want to
Yeah.
walk in the crazy house, right? But no, I'm serious. On a serious note, as men, like we have to get out of that image of you being the perfect person. I think as men, a lot of times we have to be that example. We have to be strong. We have to have the answers. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just looked upon for a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes we need to be talked to. Sometimes we need to be debriefed and to let things out. So I just want to share with men, because I know how we are. We ain't trying to really see that doctor if we don't have to. But I would suggest, man, if you feeling any kind of way with some of the symptoms that we mentioned, or if you just feel different, because it might be a different experience for,
Mhm.
you know, different people. Like, go ahead and just go see someone, go talk to someone and figure out if you really need some additional counseling or therapy or whatever they may suggest. But I just want to say that specifically to men, because I know how we are when it comes to, you know, that image and that facade of being kind of like that perfect guy and nothing bothers me and I'm tough and I can get through this and I don't cry and all of that BS that men are taught or believe.
Right.
And what happens is we end up stroking out
Mhm.
because we holding all
Mhm.
that stuff in. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So man to man, go see your doctor, man. Go see a therapist. Go take care of
Hmm.
yourself. All right.
And even outside of going to counseling, when you feel yourself not being yourself, what are some things that you can do in this situation? Um, Prioritize your self-care. That's important. You know, and I'll go opposite of you, Morris, and speak for the ladies. Like, we're so many things for so many people. We're the glue that holds a
Mhm.
lot of shit together, right, ladies?
Absolutely.
So we put ourselves last in a lot of situations. So prioritize your self-care, whether it's going to get your hair done, going to get a manicure, a pedicure, a massage, whatever that looks like for you, out to lunch by yourself.
Mhm.
I know that I've started being intentional when I go get a pedicure. You know, before I would just be on my phone, still working or
Mhm.
still answering emails, still answering text messages. But now I'm conscious of putting that phone down and enjoying that moment of being pampered. So,
That's so
Mm-hmm.
true. You know, the
Yep.
last time I went, girl, I think I woke myself up 3 times because I was snoring so hard. I was like, I'm going to stop in this moment. I'm going to enjoy it.
oh, I've been there
And
with you getting a massage. I know you go to
yes,
sleep.
yes, Missy and my girls gave me a massage treatment. I went probably about 3 weeks ago. Thank you all so much.
Nice.
But yes,
But tell
baby, I need it.
tell Missy there's other people on this call too now. We
Mhm.
we like massages too, you know what I'm saying?
They knew what I needed because I needed it. I was like, God. And so that's something I've been working on because, like BJ was saying, we as women, I know for years, I was just like, oh, I got to be this person, be this for that person. I got to do this. I got to manage my house. I got these kids and da 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 da. You're doing all of that stuff. But at some point, you slow down and some point it hits you. And it's like, I can't do nothing else. Like, I'm tapped out,
Right.
tapped out. So. And I know when I first
Yep, yep.
went to my therapist, I thought, well, okay, what's she gonna tell me that I don't already know or something? You know what I'm saying? Child, I was sobbing like a baby,
Yeah, I'm like, where's the
sobbing like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
tissues?
Sobbing. There was no tissue. I was sobbing like a baby.
Well, that was good.
Yep.
You needed that release.
Yes.
Yep. Needed to release. And then going back to one of our previous informationals about health, you
Mm-hmm.
know, even remaining healthy, getting quality sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Quality sleep now, not that toss and turning or your spouse snoring so loud you can't or your spouse snoring so hard you can't sleep, right? So you need some sound sleep every night. You know what I mean? Whatever that is, I know I need to improve on that because I average about 6 hours, which is some people they'll be like, man, that's a lot, that's good. But you know, like I really want to start moving that needle up closer to like
Mm-hmm.
7 hours just because when I do have that 7, 8 hour sleep, that next day I feel so much better, so
Mm-hmm.
energized. I can think clearly. You know, a lot of things don't stress me because my brain not foggy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So sleep, exercise,
Mm-hmm.
getting those
Mm.
chemicals, whatever those chemicals are that
Endorphins.
control.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, all of that. Come on,
I know.
doctor, y'all doctors on the call. Get all those, because I'm gonna start saying some of those
Yes.
terminology and see what y'all see if y'all correct me. But the endorphins,
Yeah.
and look, I'm finna say a word, and increasing your
Yes,
dopamine. You know what I
yes,
mean?
That's it.
Yeah.
dopamine.
So, but for real, like, you know, just exercise helping you to cope
Mm-hmm.
throughout the day. Listening to positive things.
Mm-hmm.
So not all of the, you know, shoot 'em up, bang bang, rob. Not all of the, you
That does have a
know,
time and
sexing
place,
them up.
though. It's like, no.
It
Yeah.
has a time and place, because some nights, if I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing it like that, I
Yeah.
need to shoot 'em up, bang bang, just to stay up at night. You know what I'm saying? But but the point I'm making, that kind of stuff clouds your brain and your thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and it can drive you into feeling a certain way.
Mhm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So all jokes aside with that, like, seriously watch what you're putting in front of you visually and you know, hearing, because that really affects you know, your mood
Mm-hmm.
and your thoughts and all of that.
And then I'll just
So
add also your circle. Who are you hanging
Mm-hmm.
around with? What kind of
That's
energy
good.
are you
That's good.
allowing into your circle, or people,
Yeah.
you know, next to you? So that's really important. If you're around someone who's negative all the time, just looks at the glass half empty all the
Mm-hmm.
time, like, that's not somebody that you want to be associated with, you know? It's negative, draining energy.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause
That's good.
that pulls me down when I'm by people like that. When I'm around people that everything they got to say is something like negative, it makes me feel a certain
Mm.
way. And I'm like, damn, I wasn't even in a negative spirit, and now you done made me start feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? So I have to
Yeah.
remove myself from that.
Yeah.
Look, I put in the chat again, home in 30 days. That's our group, our Facebook group,
Mm-hmm.
private Facebook group, where what we do is a safe space for you to be if you're a potential homeowner, seller, or just anyone interested in learning more about home ownership, what that looks like. We have a safe space where is no pressure, no sales or anything like that. We're just sharing information. We want to give back, and this is how we give
Mm-hmm.
back to our people, through education, through bringing in special guests that can lend valuable information to help us. So, home in 30 days. If you search Facebook, you can find the group there. You can
Mm-hmm.
also click in the link, in the chat, in the
Mm-hmm.
chat, and find the link there as well.
So what I want to
Yeah.
do is
So
just in the
I guess,
comments, I want our viewers to just drop in the comment, like, what are some things that you guys do for self-care? We'd
Mm-hmm.
love to hear about it. We
Yes,
might
and I
even
can
get
add
some
something to my
ideas of something I
repertoire.
can.
so look,
Absolutely.
I haven't, surprisingly, I haven't had a
Oh, you
pedicure
got to
before.
do it. You
You
got to
gotta
I've
do
do
had,
it.
I've
that.
had a foot massage. I've had foot massage, but no pedicure. I
No
don't know.
You
polish,
gotta
okay?
try
Clear
it.
Um,
only.
Exactly.
Yeah. So massage is my thing. I love a good
Mm-hmm.
massage. I also like the sauna. That's a
Mm-hmm.
great place for me to kind of like meditate and you know, sweat
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like close everything else out. I'm in that dark room, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of closes everything else out. So I like the sauna, I like massage, I like exercising, are some of the things that I do.
Awesome.
Mm. That's good. Sometimes a good
Oh.
walk outside
Mm-hmm.
in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The hike. I love hiking.
So
I'll do a hike. That helps too.
I always tell this, but I bought one of those walking boards that you can just sit in front of your
Oh
TV and
Lord.
walk, thinking that I was gonna roll out of the bed and get on it and
Yeah.
start walking. I still don't
Oh
use it like I should.
gosh.
So it's all discipline and mental.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on me. I recognize that. So I'm gonna make myself do it. And I think this is what I have to do with me. I have to see, when I kind of like to start where I left
Mm-hmm.
off. You know what I'm saying? So if I did 2 miles, I like to like jump right back in doing 2 miles, and I might have been off a month or two, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna start doing is just incrementally getting back in. So maybe like do a mile for, a day or something
Gotcha.
like that, and then start bumping it back up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
that's my problem.
Missy put in a comment. She likes massages. She put her phone on do not disturb every night at 9 p.m. to meditate and debrief and her sauna time. Michelle likes line dancing and massages. Let me see. And let's see. Z.
I went to a line dancing party. They was slapping them fans.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm finna start hanging with you, Michelle, because I'm finna start doing
Look,
it. You know, I'm
I
living
said,
my best life now, so you know I'm finna start doing it.
but how the hell y'all learn all those
Yes,
dances though? I'm just
baby.
trying to understand. They were about 10
But you
or 15 dances
doing it
came
over
on.
and
I
over
mean, song
again.
came on, and everybody had a
Yep.
dance.
You
I'm
doing it
like,
over and over again. So if it's line dancing, so you're gonna just keep doing it, you just keep going around, you keep doing it, doing. So you learn one, you learn the next, learn the next one. Yeah, it's addicting. And then like if you somebody who's serious about it, like Michelle goes probably more than twice a week, something like that. She goes at least once a week and she does her line dancing. So she may go more than that. Michelle, drop in there how many times you go a week.
he said, where them fans
Yeah,
at?
I'm learning that dance right there. I got my fan too. Z said my me time. She book a room. Oh, I need to do that one. Hadn't done one in a long time. Book a room, spend the night, eat snacks, and binge on reality TV. I know BJ do that
Oh, I
sometimes.
love smut TV. The Real Housewives, that's my thing.
Some of y'all
Look,
drop some of the guys. I see.
all of that working out. Then y'all hit me with the eating snacks, watching
Yeah, it's
TV.
all good though. It's our me time and it's our relaxing time. Some of the guys, like Xavier, if you're able to type in the chat, what are some of the things that you all do? Rodney, Xavier, what are some of the things that you all
You know,
do?
I like shooting pool and
Okay,
bowling too.
that's
That
good.
relaxes me. Yep.
And fun
Mm-hmm.
activities. A lot of fun activities.
Yep. Comedy shows. I like
Yes,
comedy shows.
yes.
Yeah. I
Uh,
like laughing.
uh,
Laughing, it feel good when you get a good laugh. And
yeah.
one of those laughs where it's hard to stop.
Uh-huh.
Like that's good.
Patrick
Yeah,
said
that's a good one.
golfing. Look like that's golfing.
Patrick said
Yeah.
golfing. All right, I'm gonna have to get out there with you.
Yeah. Michelle said she line dance 2 times a week. I got to get in that rotation at least once because I'm missing out.
Where them
Yeah.
fans at?
This was a
Where
great
them
call.
fans
And
at?
just to recap, we just want to encourage everyone to check on your loved ones,
Yeah.
make sure they're okay,
Yes.
and provide resources for them. Mental health hotlines, local therapists, support groups, things like that. And if this conversation helped you, please share it with someone. Please, please, please share it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share
Yeah.
the live and please attend next week's call. Next week's call, we're gonna have Michelle Brady on. She's been a mental health counselor for over 20 years. She's gonna be dropping some gems for us to take back to try to implement in our lives to help try to explain some things that people may have some questions about. That's gonna be in our group. So you need to join our group so that you can get access to that informational next Thursday at 7 p.m. Go ahead and join the group so you can get access to that call and hear more about mental health from a professional.
It's going to be
Yes,
good.
I can't
I
wait.
can't wait.
And then some of y'all make sure you check with your jobs because majority of the jobs now have those programs where you can get a free therapist. And I know at our job, your situation changed. So I can say one thing this time, I call and have another excuse, and they'll give me another 10 more sessions. So.
I see Rodney said golfing too.
Yeah.
I've seen him post. I seen him post a couple of hits off the tee.
Yeah.
I see you, Rodney.
Yeah. Thank you for Emmanuel for just listening. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you for listening, brother.
We're trying to get these men in here too. Y'all have to be healthy.
That's right. That's right. So I think that's it today, ladies. I'm excited about next week's call to hear from a professional. Yeah.
Get your questions together for her.
Yeah, get your questions and let's have some good conversation next week around mental health. I'm excited.
Awesome.
Again, if you all have any questions that you need answered or just want to know the process of home ownership, please reach out to one of us. We'll be more than happy to sit down and just go over what that looks like for you, because everybody's situation may be a little bit different, and we'll give you the information that's best for your situation to help get you into a home at whatever time, next year, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, tomorrow. We got you. All right.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Did
All
you want to
right,
drop
ladies.
the link in the chat again? Invite your friends and your family. Like this is for everybody. Friends and family. Invite them to our Home in 30 Days group. That we
Yep.
have and keep you informed.
Share this, like this.
I
We're trying to
just
go
dropped
viral,
it
y'all.
again.
We're trying to take
I
this
just,
group to another
dropped it
level.
again in the
Support us.
I just dropped it again in the chat. So Home in 30 Days link in the chat.
Yes.
All
And I
right.
think that's it tonight, ladies. Again, we want to thank you all for hopping on and taking the time to listen to us. This is a great topic. One that a lot of people may feel intimidated or ashamed or whatever, but we talking about it. We're
Yes.
not afraid to talk about it and to get through it together as a family. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So thank you all again. We look forward to seeing you all next week. And like we always tell our Home in 30 Days family, we love you all and be safe. Have a
Have a
great
great
weekend.
weekend.
All right.
Bye. Love you all.
Bye.
More